I'm Azelle from the upcoming. Lovely to speak to you today. How does it feel to have your book put on the big screen for you?
Well, it's almost impossible to believe, isn't it, that we were living on those headlands eating noodles, and now we're here. And Julian Anderson's at the other end of the line, and it's almost like there's a whole universe in between those. But through it all, Moth and I are just the same people that we were when we were in that tent. And huge journey.
I think the casting is tremendous. I mean, you actually look like each other. And did you have a lot of meetings together to kind of bond over the sort of portrayal of you and Moth and just make it as authentic as you possibly could?
We spent the whole day together in Cornwall, just talking about the emotions behind the scenes, putting the tent up, taking it down, eating ice creams, the whole Cornish thing. And I think we really explored the characters and what we were hoping to put over in the film. But then Moth and Jason had quite a lot of follow-up calls and Zooms around, his movement, and how he dealt with that and how he responded to things on the path. So lots of time and lots of backwards and forwards.
Do you miss it? Do you wish you could do it all again? And do you revisit the coastal path from time to time?
I mean, I do. I go back to the coast whenever I can. I don't live far from it. I live quite close to the coast path. And I do miss it because that time that we spent there, it came to feel like home. It really did. And now every time I go back to that, it's in places, it's just like a foot wide strip of earth. Every time I go back, it feels like a homecoming.
And do you sort of look back and think, my God, I cannot believe we did this journey together? And do you feel like it really bonded you as a couple, sort of when you, as a family growing up, you've got children and then they leave and suddenly it's you two again and you took a really challenging path. How did that pan out?
Well, yes. I mean, I was 50 when this happened, 50 when we lost our home and Moth got his diagnosis. And for a lot of people, going through those hugely difficult emotional times would have really fractured the strongest relationships because it puts so much pressure on you. But there was something about being out on that path and just actually focusing on just taking the next step and the next step that allowed us to let go of so much of that negative emotion and just focus on the moment, on just being. And I think we carry some of that with us now, carry some of that smell of the salt with us in whatever we do, I think.
And what do you hope that viewers will take away when they watch this adaptation of your book?
Honestly, there's so much to take away from it, but I think one overriding thing I would like people to take away tonight when they walk out of the cinema, maybe see a homeless person outside, I would love them to think that's an individual with their own story, not just a problem, a statistic, just something to be removed from the streets, but actually they're people out there.
Thank you so much for speaking to me. Enjoy your special evening. Thank you very much. Thank you.